I think a lot of people will be surprised with that. You're having Aidan O'Shea back in the full back line. But it's very interesting to see they're putting a lot of pressure on the David Clark kick out. Him, Fitzmaurice obviously instructed his players to get up and put pressure on his kick out.
Well, this one has worked anyway for Mayo, and it's Keith Higgins who played in his first semi-final back in 2006, all the way down as far as Diarmuid O'Connor, who excelled in the replay against Roscommon 13 days ago. Looking for a bright start here. Enterprisingly kicked in towards his brother. It breaks down to Andy Moran. Andy's done it. 4 minutes are gone. It's the dream start. Great ball in here.
Yeah, great ball there by Diarmuid O'Connor. Fell nicely to Andy Moran, and what a finish. And the save, there's a vulnerability in this Kerry team. It is in that full back line, and certainly they're exposed there.
Well, they've richly exploited any vulnerability. And what a start that is. And here comes Keith Higgins. Held on to strongly by Jason Doherty. Turning, looking to put this one inside the left-hand upright, but he hasn't measured it the way he wanted. And it's a chance gone a-begging. But the ground still here rocking following this score here. An 8th ever championship goal by Andy Moran, the 33-year-old from Ballaghaderreen. Mayo lead.
Yeah, and a great start by Mayo, and the supporters are getting a lot of encouragement from their play so far.
And it was Diarmuid O'Connor who put in that high ball. Killian, his brother, back out around the 50-metre line at this stage. Inside here to Colin Boyle. Transferred to Doherty, who missed one a few moments ago. This one bounces off the top of the crossbar. Well, this time goes over the bar as well. And there's a point for Jason Doherty, the Burrishoole man.
Yeah, and these Mayo players are up for it. I suppose we've seen that in the Roscommon player. What was their attitude like? It was excellent that day, and they've continued that form on.
The last thing I think they wanted today, Mayo, was a moral victory in the sense that they only went down by a point or two. This is one they wanted to win.
Yeah, it's all about attitude today, and so far we've seen it. The Kerry lads are a little bit rocked so far, but I'd imagine they'll settle into the game.
Shane Enright trying to bring a bit of composure to play back there, with Peter Crowley get his first touch of the ball as well. David Moran's been involved. Griffin trying to burst out of that full back line. He's going to be needed back there in the number 3 position. That's a challenge there by Diarmuid O'Connor, which is going to be penalised as he came in on top of Paul Murphy. Yeah, just got up from behind.
I think Maurice Deegan is bringing a couple of players in for a word here. Jason Doherty and Killian Young. I think after the play, after he got his point, they might have bumped off each other.
Well, there wasn't very much involved in it, and you expect a bit of physicality. Well, now, something to contemplate here as Eamon Fitzmaurice is there with Liam Hassett, one of his selectors. David Moran punting this one forward there towards Mikey Gainey. Can't get to it. Instead, it's Keith Higgins. Takes it cleanly, gives it out to McLaughlin. Loves to roam, carries it well. Down beyond Jason Doherty this time. Andy Moran scampers across. Gets there ahead of his man. Dropped by Kevin McLaughlin. Won back by Kerry this time. And Anthony Maher. May not be a great deal of pace in the middle of the park for Kerry. Plenty of height. Paul Murphy, who had a wonderful match in the quarter-final against Galway, gives it back to Killian Young. Awkwardly came to him. Worked back out towards Peter Crowley once again. Inside to James O'Donoghue. First time he's managed to get hands on ball in this game. Look at the number of players surrounding him, but there's a free man just ahead, Peter Crowley. Kerry needing a score just to settle them down. An opportunity maybe for Paul Gainey. Back in towards O'Donoghue once again, kicking under pressure. And that pressure was sufficient, but the referee is going to bring the play back.
Yeah, he's coming back for a late free on Paul Gainey. It was a late tackle, the ball was played, so I'm sure the Kerry lads will be delighted to get this one because it looked as if the play had developed.
Well, that's where the referee, Maurice Deegan, have decided to bring it back to the 20-metre line. So it's going to be Paul Gainey kicking with that right boot. Score of 1-4, of course, here last year in the semi-final against Dublin, that thrilling match before he was substituted late on. In all, he's got a goal and 12 in 4 semi-final appearances for Kerry. They need this one to go over the bar, even at this early stage, 8.5 minutes in, just to reassure themselves. Light breeze now just beginning to whip up a little bit into his face. So can he make it? He certainly can. Playing in his 21st championship match. This young fan not showing a lot of reaction yet, but I'm sure his dad is going to tell him now, you clap for that. Yeah. Kerry are on the way.
Just watching Aidan O'Shea and Kieran Donaghy. I suppose two lads have played a bit of basketball over the winter, but getting to know each other certainly.
Certainly are. It'll be interesting to see if that is maintained throughout the 70 minutes. Johnny Buckley from that kick out, which didn't go all that terribly well. Kieran Donaghy getting his hands on it. Back as far as David Moran. Kicking through, but not quite what he wanted. It just tailed away at the end there. And that is a third wide already for Kerry.
And I think the midfield battle will be crucial. You see there how clever they are to break the ball down. So David Clarke going long will suit Kerry, I'd imagine.
He's gone long. It runs on and on. Tyke Morley able to bend his back, take it before Donald Vaughan comes up to challenge him. Back out here as far as Stephen O'Brien. First time we've mentioned him. Very pacey player, has a good scoring record. Has been coming off the bench up to now. Back into James O'Donoghue, trying to turn away there from Chris Barrett. Very fast, lovely ball, beautifully threaded inside here. Again, what a steal that is! As he was on his way, ready to pull the trigger. Great defensive work, and they're still at 6s and 7s back there before Diarmuid O'Connor brings a measure of reassurance to the defensive play.
And what a tackle there by Keith Higgins, excellent defender, but I think his confidence after a Scommon game is shot up. Brilliant performance that day, and certainly again today.
Again, it heats up just a little bit here. This time it's Aidan O'Shea, as you can see, and the referee deciding to walk in and talk to his two umpires. Anything untoward happened there, lads?
I don't think there's much in it now, to be honest, sure. I think Aidan O'Shea has surprised the referees and the umpires that he's back in the full back line. There's nothing in that, I don't think.
Yeah, it's quite a match-up. As you say, they have played basketball. I think Kieran won a national title playing with his club during the winter, and Aidan O'Shea told me he played a couple of matches as well with the Sligo All-Stars. Right, next play will be this ball kicked out by David Clarke. Kicked it straight to Paul Murphy. Pushed, free kick, the end result. And the referee's going to bring the ball into a more favourable position now from Kerry's point of view. That's silly by Mayo, giving a very easy free to James O'Donoghue to tap over the bar from 20 metres out. This to be Kerry's second score, both of them to have come from free kicks. Similar distance out. He wasn't going to miss that one.
Yeah, it's good for his confidence. Nice, easy free to start off with, but certainly you can see early on that they're putting a lot of pressure on David Clarke and his kickouts and his free taking.
That was brilliantly done there. Just watch this again. It was Keith Higgins, as you said there, Desi, got in the hand. And it's Keith Higgins again, bursting forward. Two men ahead of him. One of them is Jason Doherty. Lovely turn, took the full-back away completely. Out to Andy Moore, who's got the goal already in this game. And he tags on a point.
Yeah, great play there by Keith Higgins. Brilliant attacking player. I think he's a much better play in the half-forward line. Kicked an excellent ball into Jason Doherty, who's been very good this year, and a great score by Andy Moore. As
we have known for some time, there's quite a bit to be gained by running straight through the heart of that Kerry defence. Fascinating match. Peter Crowley just about did get to it eventually, got there ahead of Chris Barrett. But coming in once again to take possession, it's Keith Higgins in the thick of all of that. Free kick, which is taken by Donald Vaughan. Back out as far as Seamus O'Shea. Tom Parsons not able to take the ball, wasn't a good pass to him. Intervened, there was Marr. Back out as far as Donaghy. Kieran Donaghy setting up a chance for O'Brien! Stephen O'Brien! Teams are level. 13 minutes are gone. What a mix-up in the middle of the field by Mayo, however.
Yeah, but watch Kieran Donaghy slip away from Aidan O'Shea. He's not tight enough at all on him. Got caught out of position, and certainly you would say he was at 6 and 7s there.
What a response. At the other end, it's Colin Boyle coming downfield, ready to kick. He scored against Tipperary in last year's semi-final. He's missed this one, however. Well, Mayo will be